I don't know about all of you, but I fucking miss the Remark. Hello everyone and welcome to your In-Ring Rundown. I am Aaron aka Double G, and all my fellow and future outlaws, this is the place to be. So yes, with the gap left in our hearts by the Kuriboh who may or may not be little, I decided the internet has gone just simply too long without someone creating satire for the show that's already disguising itself as such, WWE. So while each week the superstars risk their lives and sacrifice their bodies for our entertainment, I decided it's best to sit on my ass and brutally make fun of them. Aren't I swell? This week on Teenage Mutant Ninja Cenas, we open up in Manchester, England, with a bunch of superstars laid out on the ramp and a bunch of security guards surrounding the ring. Cole surmises that this is because of what Baron Corbin did to Brock Lesnar at the Crown Jewel event right before his match with Brock Lesnar. Luckily for us, we get a recap to jog our memories of these past events. Unfortunately for us, though, Brock begins his natural transition into Majin Buu during the recap, and, goes into hibernation directly after the match, once again showing us all that it is very effective to have your most prestigious title on your flagship show, maybe 3-4 times a year. Baron Corbin tells us to look forward to Survivor Series, where many epic matches are scheduled to take place, such as Brock vs. AJ Styles and Ronda Rousey vs. Becky Lynch. Baron claims that once Raw is dominant at Survivor Series, he will go from active to permanent general manager, making us all sigh collectively. Immediately, Baron chooses his first two picks for the Raw Survivor Series team, Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. His third pick, surprisingly, is Braun Strowman, who he claims might have an issue with him. Yes, might have an issue with you. It's almost like you had cost him the most prestigious title in the entire WWE, but nah, just a little thing, just a minor error. I'm sure a hug and apology is all you need. But for the Raw Women's Survivor Series team, Baron Corbin chooses Alexa Bliss as their team captain, and suddenly I've never wanted to work in a business setting more in my life. Alexa proves her delegation skills by giving us all what we wanted, an Evolution Tag Team rematch! Yes, I've never wanted anything more in my life than to see a meaningless match that I just saw the full conclusion to a few days ago. Clearly Alexa Bliss's assets are on full display. Natty is slowly beginning her transition into Marine Ponderosa as Kurt Angle interrupts the festivities with this bold claim.
Competing in the WWE World Cup lit a fire in me. Last year, I led Team Raw to victory at Survivor Series.
Oh? So, did you not lose your match clean to Dolph Ziggler? Did Braun Strowman not eliminate 4 out of 5 guys out of Survivor Series last year? I'm sure that had nothing to do with it. Kurt Angle claims he wants to compete against Baron Corbin for the team captain of Raw at Survivor Series. But wait, Angle, aren't you on vacation? The Caribbeans? Nah. Hawaii? No way, man. Only the sweet smell of sweaty men and piss-poor storylines can satisfy Kurt Angle's need for relaxation. Kurt Angle claims Baron Corbin is an embarrassment to Raw and goads him into accepting the match. Afterwards, the crowd continues to chant "You suck" at Corbin while he looks ever so confused. Without any warning, Braun Strowman stomps down the ramp, destroying the security guards. Baron Corbin retreats to the gaggle of superstars at the top of the ramp, and Michael Cole uses this opportunity to insult everyone without mercy.
And now Strowman and the WWE superstars trying to prevent Strowman from getting to Corbin.
That's just mean, man. Braun enters the furious fight cloud of fisticuffs, but manages to sneak away rather quickly, while everyone else continues to keep fighting for some reason. Because yes, it makes sense that the largest target in the room should be the hardest one to notice. To be a WWE superstar. Sight is just something that's slightly beyond them. Renee Young suddenly becomes Merrick from Battle City, and Corey is having no part of it.
Okay. Grace, you want a hug?
Nope.
Natty is struggling to get out of the Riot Squad's corner the only way she knows how.
Her team is going to be stronger here tonight with Natty, Sasha, and Bailey, and together they're all on.
Such a cute kitty! Corey Graves. He pays attention to the things that really matter.
Excuse me, Liv, your New Jersey's showing.
I like New Jersey. Sarah Logan manages to express the inner dialogue that we're all feeling that this match is taking place again.
No, Sasha Banks has a complete inability to be a team player. Well, we'll see.
After two fucking commercial breaks, a Final Fantasy character destroys Jim Neidhart's glasses right in front of Natty, which sort of causes the match to just end. Natty makes her best attempt to look like a zombie from Left 4 Dead as a fan magically leaps into the future and expresses the thoughts of the past 3 weeks of Raw. Moving on, Braun is seen Corbin hunting backstage in the restrooms, ensuring that by the end of the night he will receive thine claws. And we are treated to that promotional package of that time that Triple H teamed up with Walter White to take on a mayor of Knoxville County and some old dude who thinks he's a cowboy or something. Jinder Mahal takes on Apollo Crews in a battle of the jobbers, and for the first time in I don't know how long, I legitimately don't know who's going to win this match. Fuck, I'm excited. Apollo picks up the victory with a combination press slam and standing moonsault, proving once and for all that looking like a generic default creator wrestler character from video games ensures that you will receive one pinfall over one jobber per year. Seth the Make rolls his way down to the ring looking for answers over Dean Ambrose's attack from last week, showing off his fabulous new breast implants. Their C-cup for champion. The crowd in Manchester gives us their best advice on how to handle our current American government. Makes his way down to the ring to discuss the situation with Dean Ambrose, but is quickly interrupted by Baron Corbin, who claims that he will have to defend his tag team championship tonight versus the combination team of the AOP and David Spade. The commentary team remembers that time in Smash 4 where players thought they were getting Roy's Our Boy, but they got Roy the Koopa instead.
Oh no.
Are you kidding me?
What a setup!
Corey Graves would make an excellent teacher.
Wait, are you going to make an excuse for this guy?
No, I'm going to
He hit him in the back of the neck with the championship.
It was a teaching moment. Oh.
Yes, no one considers learning math or English or science worth it anymore. Hitting someone in the back of the head with a giant fruit roll-up right before they're about to participate in a match is definitely the class I remember excelling the most in. Seth Rollins tries his best to defend his tag team championships, but he's just simply too distracted by Drake Maverick's Luigi rivaling head, and eventually is defeated by them. Akam and Razor declare the new tag team champions, as Corey describes this as a one-sided beatdown. Yes, because that makes sense. It's almost like Seth Rollins was in control for nearly 50% of the match. That's one-sided, right? You remember that one-sided victory 2 years ago between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, where the popular vote was 46 to 48%? Truly one-sided. After the match, Dean appears and stalks Seth, eventually leaving him in the middle of the ring with a DDT. I mean, a Dirty Deeds. Yes, it's definitely not just an underhook DDT. The crowd screams at Ambrose during this attack, claiming that he has sold out. Because that makes sense. Because he's bought nothing, joined no one, and all he did was attack his former best friend that he no longer trusts. Yes, the new definition of selling out. Simple assault. Baron Corbin is seen in a shabby backstage area being interviewed by Charlie Caruso. She makes the foolish mistake of revealing his location because that was definitely hard to figure out in the first place. This instantly activates Braun's CPS, that stands for Corbin Positioning System, and he appears immediately.
Charlie, you just told the world where I am.
Seriously, how the fuck did he get there so fast? Dolph comes out to the ring, declaring that the events at the World Cup did not matter, that he's the best in the world, not Shane McMahon. Oh, really? I think there might be a certain chick magnet who's married to the potentially sexiest woman on the planet that may have a problem with that line. Elias uses engine's transmission to get to the top of the ramp, interrupting Dolph Ziggler's top-notch promo, as the crowd begins to sing White Stripes' Seven Nation Army to "Oh, Walk with Elias." All the while, Enzo Amore from 2017 is looking up to the sky with a tear in his eye. Michael Cole, master of commentary.
All you had to do was ask.
Well, here...
Raw cuts to a commercial break right before the match is about to start, and when Raw comes back from that commercial break, naturally we're treated to a Lucha House Party promo that lasts 60 frickin' seconds too long, followed by a selfie promo with the Revival. Because that makes sense. When we, cut to a commercial featuring two men who are about to engage in a match, we want to see three men that no one ever gave a shit about, and then two people who are actually good tag team specialists and well respected, standing in front of a selfie stick because they're serious. I wish the WWE writers would teach me how to make such logical series of events in my shows too. And after an actually pretty fucking good match, Elias picks up the victory with a drift away, proving that he too is the best in the world. Ronda Rousey joins us in the ring to cut an impassioned promo about Becky Lynch's comments about breaking her arm at Survivor Series. all the while making this promo sound like the world's most exciting roller coaster. Choose the tone, Ronda. And then we're treated to this tidbit of information.
While your alarm was waking you up every morning for school, my mother was waking me up out of a dead sleep trying to break my arms.
What?
My mother was waking me up out of a dead sleep trying to break my arms.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Trying to break my arms.
Fucking mom belongs in jail, man. Nia Jax appears to confront Ronda about their upcoming match after Survivor Series. In other news, Nia Jax continues to do the unthinkable by revealing her deep love of Richard Marx.
After you make Becky Lynch tap out, just know I'll be waiting for you.
Yes, this is definitely not an awkward amount of time to be staring at each other while doing absolutely nothing, waiting for someone to come out to the ring.
Nia Jax putting Ronda.
And then we're treated to a promotional package of Girl Up, a foundation created by the United Kingdom to spread gender equality everywhere. So naturally, WWE thought it was a good idea that right after this promo that shows that women can do whatever they want, however they want, right before the match was about to start, that it was a good idea to go to a commercial break. Naturally. Ember Moon takes on Nia Jax for the 53rd week in a row, and then she shows us her best impression of a slinky.
Oh, driving Ember to the mat.
But eventually, Ember Moon is pinned by a Samoan drop because fuck pushing anyone with actual talent. And then King Kong appears to team up with Godzilla, creating a tag team that no one ever wanted. Lio Rush tries his best to become the small Johnny Knoxville head from Men in Black 2 as he prepares for his match against the cruiserweight that never is, Finn Balor. Baron Corbin is seen backstage being interviewed by Charlie Caruso one more time as he claims he has to leave because he has an important appointment and he cannot do his match with Kurt Angle tonight. Says that instead he'll be facing Drew McIntyre. And thanks to his CPS, that's the Corbin positioning system, Braun once again appears within seconds to make a very mild effort to chase his car that is going about 5 miles an hour. He probably could have tried harder. Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley come out to the ring for the main event of the night, and something strange keeps happening as Bobby keeps bending over in front of everyone. I guess he forgot that he wasn't being interviewed by Vince McMahon anymore. Of course, Finn Balor tries his hand at slaying the Almighty for the 3rd week in a row, but is put down by a very extremely mediocre version of the Dominator. God, go back to the other one, man. Just go back. That wasn't the main event, was it? We end the night with Drew McIntyre versus the legendary Kurt Angle. And as we've seen all night, a fire has been lit under Kurt Angle, a new passion that cannot be rivaled. His intensity knows no bounds. The submission machine, the wrestling master, the Olympic gold medalist with a broken frickin' neck. So of course, after all that intensity we built up for him in the night, Drew McIntyre completely slaughters him, puts him down with the ankle slam, and taps him out with his own ankle lock.
Kurt, I thought you were ready.
Kurt. Yes, I've never wanted anything more in my life than... What the fuck did I say? Without warning, Braun Strowman. Sarah Logan manages to... Braun is seen backstage, Corbin hunting, looking through all the restrooms. What the fuck did I say? Unfortunately for us, Brock Lesnar begins his... Oh my god, really?